Well, hello, and I was going to say good morning from Philadelphia. It is actually the afternoon, about 1:30 in the afternoon, to be exact. I got a very good night's sleep last night. Didn't get to sleep till about 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't ask me why. It's just one of those anomalies where you're absolutely exhausted and you can't sleep. But it's a beautiful day. It's going to be 26 degrees here today. And in daylight it's even more beautiful than in night time last night. So I'm going to do a little bit of sightseeing today. First of all though, it's breakfast time or lunchtime, whatever you might want to call it. Actually, one thing on last night, I got to sleep at 3 o'clock and some peanut in the room before me decided to leave his or her alarm on. So at 6 o'clock this morning, the alarm was going off and I couldn't turn the bloody thing off. It was not great. So anyway, alright, so we'll start going this direction. Apparently there's a good cafe down this way. I've got to eat first. It's always the best meal of the trip is the morning after, because you're starving. I haven't eaten much and I've had a long sleep. So let's see what they've got in the cafe next door. Alright, looks like they've got everything that I normally like. I see French toast, I see pancakes, I see waffles, I see omelettes, everything to get the day started. As I said, this is always the best breakfast or the best meal because you're normally starving after the trip. So we'll see what the food like. It's a very traditional type of cafe, I've got to say. Some of the best diners and cafes in the world over here. It's great, some of the stuff you can eat. But it normally only lasts about 3 days and then I'm sick of it. I want to get home and have a nice plate of veggies. So let's see what they've got. That's not a coffee, that's a coffee. Holy shit, that's just the average coffee here, regular. So I just got brunch then. They didn't actually have coffee, if you can believe that. It was a diner, but apparently at 1 o'clock they stopped serving coffee. So it's all good. I don't normally have things like omelettes, but I had one at the cafe because the last couple of days has been pancakes and cakes and slices and all that sort of stuff, so I thought I'd try and get something a little more substantial than pancakes and French toast or waffles. So but I didn't eat too much. I only ate about half of it. The secret is, I think, on these trips is never eat the whole plate, because if you do, it's going to almost make you sick. There's that much food on the plates and the stuff they put in it, and when you're eating it's pretty much takeaway every single meal. Even though you might be at a restaurant or a diner or whatever, it does take its toll on you. So after this coffee, I'm going to take a leisurely walk. I can't help myself. I'm going to travel or walk down to the Museum of Arts or whatever it is, aka the Rocky Steps. I know I've got the tour tomorrow and I can't wait for it, but it's a nice day. It's only about a 20-minute or 25-minute walk from the hotel. So I'm just going to mosey on down, see what I can get up to along the way. But it's in more the artsy sort of heritage area, so there's not a lot of touristy stuff to do except looking at the fine buildings. So I'm going to just walk down there and see what I can see on the way. Apparently there's a park down there as well, a nice park, so I'll do that. But I've got to I've just got to do it. I've got to go check out the Rocky Steps. And again, I know I'll do it all tomorrow, but it's just a nice day for a walk. So let's head down. Geez, first impressions of Philadelphia, absolutely beautiful. It's 26 degrees, no cloud in the sky, no wind, just a beautiful, beautiful day. Everyone out in the parks, sitting around reading books, having picnics. As you can see behind me, it's just a real shady sort of walk. I'm just on my way to the museum, the gallery, whatever it is, for the Rocky Steps, but just absolutely beautiful. A lot better than what I thought it'd be, to be honest. I know there's probably bad parts of Philadelphia, like any city, but where I am at the moment, it is, yeah, it's just great. So I'm just enjoying my coffee on my way. But yeah, some really beautiful sights to see along the way. So very impressed so far with Philadelphia. Now I don't know what the Rocky Run is, but geez, it'd be good to be here. I'm assuming they just run around the city and end up at the stairs. Well, there it is in the distance over there. Not going to walk over there because I've got the red light. I trust the drivers here. That is it over there, and I can even see the statue off in the distance, so let's go check it out. Now this statue here is iconic to the movie as well. If you can remember, this is the statue or monument that all the kids ran around in Rocky 2 on their way up the Rocky Steps. There they are. So all the kids would have run around here and ran up to the top of the Philadelphia Museum of Art. There it is right there. And we're about to do the same thing. And that's where all the kids would have came from, following Rocky up the steps. And here it is. And yes, we're going to go up the top and look down on the streets of Philly, or the city of Philly. This is what he's saying. There it is. I'm not going to jump around my arms in the air. I'll save that till tomorrow. That is what Rocky's seen at the top of the steps. Hard to believe I'm standing here. There's a 10-year-old watching it for the first time, probably younger. Be standing up here where Rocky jumped up and down in triumph. Pretty crazy. And the building itself is just beautiful. It probably gets lost in the whole thing, to be honest. It's all about Rocky, but what a beautiful building. I must admit, I've never even taken much notice of it in all the hundreds of times I've seen the movies. Never even bothered to look at the building in the background. Oh, there it is. There is the statue of Rocky. It's actually not classified as a piece of art. It's actually classified as a movie prop, strangely enough, which probably does make sense when you think about it. But there he is, Rocky. The one thing that just amazes me is that the impact that this film has had on so many people. Now, I've been sitting under a tree over yonder just for a little while, just have a bit of a rest. It's a hot day, so I grabbed a bottle of water and probably been sitting there for about sort of 30 or 40 minutes. And the amount of people that I've seen that are running up and down the stairs, getting photos, really taking in this monument, I suppose. You can probably see at the back there even people jumping up with their hands in the air. It's an iconic place, and I know it's an art museum and everything else, but it's really just known as the Rocky Steps. So, but just to see the amount, just a constant flow of people walking up and down, photos, running up and down at the statue, it's just been a constant. I've been probably here for a couple of hours now, and it just has been a procession of people just running up and down, photos, and really enjoying it and taking it in. So it's really just a happy place for a lot of people to come. And yeah, if you are in Philadelphia, you have to come and see it. It's probably been on my bucket list for a long time, and it's actually yeah, it's unbelievable just to be standing here in front of the iconic steps. So but as I said, it's a place that seems to bring everyone together. Everyone's smiling, happy, and having a great time. So I'll be back tomorrow to take it all in, and I'm sure it'll be just as busy then. So this here is the back of the tourist info joint. So look at all that there, just the artwork that someone's put there. Very impressive. Very impressive. So to think that probably 90% of the tourists that come into this art gallery or museum are probably just Rocky fans. Look at this for a walkway in the city. I'm marching from not marching, but I'm walking from the Rocky Steps back to the hotel. It's probably about a 25-minute walk, and this is my walk home. Beautiful. Alright, so I've just been back at the hotel having a bit of a chill, and I'm just heading out to get something light for dinner. I've always found the trick is not to eat too much, so just light meals on the go. I tend to lose my appetite when I'm here. It's happened a little bit earlier than usual today, but I'm just about to head up 15th Street and see. Apparently there's a couple little cafes or bars or grills or something there that I might be able to just get something very light. So let's go see what they have to offer. Alright, so I've got myself some dinner. What about here? Oh, there you go. That'd be more like it. Chicken tenders and fries in honour of my old mate Ronnie Pickin, and there's some arancini balls or chicken cheese broccoli balls or something like that. So maybe over ordered a little bit, but you've got to do what you got to do here in America. Alright, one thing I didn't do then was tip my server, and I know my American friends will be up in arms about that, but I could barely say hello, could barely even be bothered taking my order. So I just don't get the logic in giving someone a tip or a reward, whatever it is, just because they simply stand behind the counter. Now, I know that goes against the grain or the tradition of what to do in the States, but I'm sorry, I've got to put my foot down on that. Good food, by the way, really good food. I only ate about a third of it. It was too much of it, but yeah, so I don't know where you guys stand with that, but I got no dramas at all. Tipping well if the service is good, but when you've just got some lazy young chick behind the counter who can barely be bothered saying hello or taking your order. I don't see the sense in rewarding her. But one good thing I just saw then, I will say, there was a big crowd across the street, a long line. I wasn't quite sure what it was. It looked like there was a market or something. So I went over to check it out. It was actually a community outreach or something it is, like a charity, and they line up and they have just table after table after table full of food and meat, fruit, bread, soup, everything like that, and it's all free to a lot of the homeless people in the area, because there are quite a few. And the line was like you'd get at Disneyland, so it goes to show there's a lot of people around here that need it, and they do great things. So whoever community or charity group that was, good on you, because there were a lot of people there that obviously needed it. So and it's good too, they've got a lot of security around, police, everything as well, not for the homeless people, but just to be a safe sort of area. There's a few little outside eateries that I just went to, like a food trucks and all that sort of stuff, so it was good to see a bit of presence around. So but that is about it for tonight, guys. Got my bottle of Coke here. I'm going to go up to the room and watch the channel. I found the perfect channel, by the way, the ultimate channel. All it plays is Seinfeld in the Office, and that is it. 24 hours a day. So that's where I'm heading up to bed tonight. Get an early night. I've got to be there out the front by 9 o'clock in the morning to meet my Rocky impersonator, and he's going to take me around on the tour tomorrow. So I can't wait, and hope you enjoy it tomorrow. So that is it for me, and we'll catch you in episode 3.